Good evening, class of 2020. Good evening, family and friends of class of 2020. And welcome to this one-of-a-kind, one-time only, 100% free, 100% live, 100% homemade, life is good, commencement extravaganza. Are you ready for this? My name is Bert Jacobs, and together with my brother Johnny and many other good people, we work at a place called Life is Good. And at Life is Good, we try to keep it simple. So I'm going to start with some simple guidelines on tonight. First of all, when you see my face, that's a good time to go get a cold beer or maybe some food or a bite to eat, whatever it is you want to do. But I wrote everything that I'm saying to you tonight, including what I'm saying right now, and I know that only 14% of it is interesting. So, on the other hand, when you see my brother Johnny's face, that's not true about him. 34% of what Johnny has to say tonight is interesting. Now, the real reason you're here, we have gifts for you. We have 3 world-class artists. And when you see Michael Franti, in Q, the spoken word poet, and brilliant, brilliant poet at that, and the Avett Brothers, when you see their faces, don't leave the room. They are putting these performances on for you tonight. It is coming from the heart, and we are going to do this together. Are you with me? There are 3 central beliefs at Life is Good. The first is that optimism, rational optimism, not pie-in-the-sky optimism, rational optimism is the most powerful tool that you and I have for living a happy and fulfilling life. The second belief is that businesses can and will be a force for good in our communities. And the third belief is that art, more than anything on this planet, unites and inspires us. All 3 of those beliefs will be alive and fully in action tonight at the 2020 extravaganza. I would be wrong to go one step further without all of us taking a moment to thank our essential workers. If you, like us, have your health right now, you are not the victim. We are not the victims. And if we have our health tonight, it is because of courageous people, the healthcare heroes, the truck drivers, people that work in sanitation, any retail that's been able to stay open, anybody who works in a warehouse, anybody at all who's responsible for getting food and supplies to my home and yours, let's take our caps off to them. They're essential workers. Thank you so much for what you do. At Life is Good, we're what's called an integrated model. That means that we're one organization, we're one brand. But we are a for-profit business, and we are also a 501c3. So how does that work? It's very simple. Everything at Life is Good is very simple. For every $10 in profit we make, $1 goes to the Life is Good Kids Foundation. The Life is Good Kids Foundation works with child care providers in some of the worst situations all over our country. Very proud of what we do right now. So it relates closely to that essential worker gratitude we're sharing, because everything that our Kids Foundation supports are essential workers out there, essential workers helping children overcome trauma. So thank you for that. Tonight, we have a special way we can raise a little more money. For every viewer that's tuning in tonight, Life is Good is going to donate $1 more, up to $20,000. And finally, if any of you, as you're watching this, want to share messages, and they'll show up below me throughout the night, about a graduate that you love, share any comment at all. And we have a special gift. We're going to give the Life is Good Frisbee. And these Frisbees are 175 grams, ultimate Frisbee, and they fly like the wind. And they retail for $15, but you'll see that my brother and I signed the back, so now they're worth $5. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to begin. I do think it's time to begin. And our first gift to you comes from Bali, Indonesia. Live tonight, Michael Franti. Michael is a musician, he's a songwriter, he is an activist, he is a humanitarian, he's an award-winning filmmaker, but more important than any of that, he is a friend of ours, and he is a friend of yours as of tonight. Michael is an incredible person. When he sits down to lunch with you, even though he's got all these incredible things going on and he's world famous, he will always ask, how are you? What's happening in your life right now? That is our kind of person. So ladies and gentlemen, as an act of kindness and friendship, and a symbol of the pineapple as a symbol of welcoming, I'm going to send this right now to kick things off with Michael Franti. Ready? Here you go, Michael.
Whoa! Thanks, Bert. Man, just what I need all the way out here in Bali is another pineapple. Thanks, man. No, I love pineapple. This will be good. I'll cut the top off and I'll put something else in there and put a straw in it and we'll have a party. Celebrating the class of 2020. That's right. You guys are amazing. I want to give a big shout out to all of your parents who helped you to get through all this, who stressed you out beyond belief to make sure that you got that chemistry assignment in on time, who made sure that you got to all your practices, all your dance classes, all your things throughout growing up, make sure your shoes are fed, the lights are turning on, and man, that you had food on your plate. So thank you, parents. I know it's hard to thank your parents, but really you should. So if you can't, I'm gonna do it for you. Man, I'm super excited to be honoring you guys today. And I've been thinking of something to say, and I've been really thinking about it all night, something very serious, which is, I am sincerely sorry that my generation and all the generations before me have totally up the planet in the way that we have for you guys. Just kidding! No, I say that with a sense of irony, obviously, a little sense of humor too. But man, the world really needs all of us. And I want to say thank you to your generation of people who have come up and have reminded us of just how important it is for us to all be doing our part to work together, to bring people together of all different walks of life, all different experiences, to make the changes and the growth that we need in our country, in our communities, in our schools, and in the world, and as our planet. It's tough times today, obviously with COVID. It's affecting all of our lives, and I'm somebody who worries a lot. I worry about just where our world is headed. But then I sit down and I talk to people from the class of 2020, and I realize that the world is actually in good hands. Never have I seen a group in all of my life that has been so active in getting out in the world, getting out on the internet, in the streets, making your voice heard about just how important things are today in relation to so many issues, whether it's gender identity, whether it is the environment, whether it's about gun violence, whether it's about just being a good person. And so we have a saying in our house, my wife and I, Sarah, and it's be your best, serve the greater good, and rock out wherever you are. And what that means to us is be your best doesn't mean be the best. It means be your best. Do something every day to try to improve your life. Learn something new. Try something you've never tried before. Get outside of your comfort zone so that you can grow. And then with those things that you've learned or those talents that you were born with, do something to give back, to serve the greater good. And then finally, rock out wherever you are. Means never let go of that lust for life, that desire to just be out there every day and experiencing the world. We all have been given these wonderful vessels of bodies to feel things, and life without feeling is empty. So go out in the world and feel every day. And I got a couple tunes for you, but I just want to say thank you all for having me here today. And this one goes like this. Give it everybody wants some good, good friends when they're alone. Everybody don't want nobody to know that everybody's got a soul with a great big hole in the middle of it. Life's irrelevant, we try to solve it. So when it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We could take all the hard lessons, add a little love and turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice. I don't need a castle or a throne. I'm just trying to do a little more right than I do wrong. I don't want nobody to know that I've got a soul with a great big hole in the middle of it, and I'm just trying to feel a little of it. So when it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We could take all the hard lessons, add a little love and turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice. So keep your eyes to the skies and your feet on the ground. And if you got a frown, I'll help you turn it around. And don't let nobody ever tell you you can't be who you wanna be or who you wanna see in this love or this life or this day. So when it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We could take all the hard lessons, add a little love and turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice to people. Just work hard and be nice. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard and be nice to people. Whoa, all of us are equal, so just work hard and be nice to people. That's it. That's my message to you. Work hard and be nice. It'll get you through this life. It will help the lives of others. And right now we need you in that way. And so I'm gonna take you out with this one. It goes like this. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. Everybody up out of your chair. Put your hands together. 1, 2, 3, come on. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I've seen a lot of joy and I've seen a lot of pain, but I don't want to write a love song for the world. I just want to write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name, and the kids on the corner playing ghetto games. When I saw you getting down, girl, I hope it was you. When I looked into your eyes, I knew it was true. I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back coming around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. I know one thing, that I love you, baby girl. I love you, I love you, I love you. And that's the sound of sunshine coming down, coming down. That's the sound of sunshine coming down, down. down. You're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. When the sun goes down, you're the one I wanna be with. That's right, 2020, that's the sound of sunshine coming down, coming down. That's the sound of sunshine coming down. Life is good. The class of 2020. Bert, thank you. I'm passing the pineapple back to you guys. We love you. You guys are going to be incredible. The world needs you more than ever. And just know from me to you that you guys are going to be great and succeed at whatever you attempt. So go for it, work hard, and be nice. Peace.
Yeah, Michael. Nice toss, buddy. Thank you. We love you so much. Appreciate it. If anybody's ever in Bali, go find Michael. He's got a yoga camp there, and he loves it there, and he will spread nothing but peace and joy with you. Looks like we got some messages coming in from DeSale University, class of 2020. Claire B. says, go Bulldogs. Thank you, Claire B. Go Cam K, class of 2020, from Oyster River High School, and that's from KDA. Oh, sorry, one more. UMass Amherst, Sydney D. We did it. Congratulations to follow grads. Thank you, Sydney D. Ladies and gentlemen, next I have to tell you that when my brother Johnny and I started Life is Good many years ago, I had rock solid values and high ideals about where this journey would bring us. But running a business is hard, and it wore me down through the years. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm going to be transparent with you. I lost my way. And really I sold my soul for the almighty dollar. And it's sad, and I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry for all the Life is Good fans who believe in us to hear that from me. It's a confession, that's all it is. But listen, there's hope. And there's hope in the form of my brother Johnny. Johnny Jacobs did not lose his way the way I did. Johnny has timeless values, and he kept his high ideals. And he is here to unite, inspire all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to my younger brother, Johnny Jacobs. Bam.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so good to be back here on campus, your campus, my campus, our campus. The windows, the doors, the chairs. I think you all know what I mean when I say it just feels like home. Exactly like home. And because I can't tell who is watching, thank you for everyone who is. Distinguished faculty, administrators, family, friends, pets, houseplants, and especially the class of 2020. Thank you for having me as your virtual speaker. It's an honor and a privilege. Let us commencing. You might be wondering, what are my credentials for leading a globally broadcast commencement? Well, the list is long. I completed both elementary school and Little League by the age of 12. In a move still questioned by family and friends, I was granted a driver's license at the age of 18. Thank you. Thank you. As a college sophomore in the dining commons, I once drank 16 glasses of whole milk to impress a girl. Surprisingly, she never went out with me, but that's not the point. The point is we're all achievers here, and that's why I've been chosen. I am an eagle who has soared afar and returned home to its nest. You are the future, and I am your wind. Commencements are a time for, yes, awkward metaphors, but also sincere reflections. Your road to arrive here as 2020 grads has been unpredictable and far from easy. The challenges specific to your class are real. You've shared disappointments, frustrations about this last semester, and yet the dominant theme in the thousands of posts you've sent to us has been one of resilient optimism. When my brother and I read these posts about your uncertainty as grads, we couldn't help but feel connected personally. We thought back to 30 years ago when we were finishing school, feeling similar unknowns about the world and our place in it. Bert and I were hoping to find a way to create art for a living. Our early attempts to sell t-shirts on the streets of Boston were not very successful. We tried to do a little substitute teaching, and those things combined, we were able to scrounge together enough money to buy a used van. And we called that van the Enterprise. We told each other we were going to boldly go where no t-shirt guys had gone before. We tore the seats out of the back of the van for t-shirt space, and we started these road trips up and down the East Coast. Door to door in college dorms, we were trying to sell our t-shirts. At night, after selling, we crawl into the back of the van and sleep on top of the unsold tees. Many unsold tees. We lived on PB&J, we showered occasionally, and on the coldest winter nights, we would look around for some dark, warm place to sleep indoors. It might be behind some lounge couch in a dorm. It might be under some random desk in an office. And if we sound like tall, skinny rodents, well, we were scattered out of many dorms and actually booted completely off campus for not having a permit. There was one night when a campus cop chased us with a megaphone in a golf cart that maxed out at 6 miles an hour. "Hey, you two with the duffel bags, stop now!" It's funny to us now, not so funny back then. While friends back home were getting real jobs, having real relationships, and actually starting to dress like real grown-ups, we were struggling to keep our art and business dreams alive. Why is this relevant to you? Your first steps, they don't have to be pretty, and they don't have to be well-planned. If you're feeling a little lost about job prospects or career path or some distant dream you want to pursue, so did we. We had no business degree, no business plan, and really no idea what we were doing until we tried and stumbled and adjusted. When people didn't want our t-shirts, which was the case for years, we needed to listen to the feedback. We jotted notes and we moved on to the next school. The most valuable feedback we got was the harshest, the most negative, like we had to absorb that, and it forced us to adjust our game and to evolve our designs. We realized our t-shirts had no common thread. We needed to figure out what we stood for. And that's an important question. You may not know what you stand for. Most people don't at your age. But it's a lot more important than what you're against. So keep asking yourself that question, because when you find the answer, a lot of other key decisions will start to fall into place. After 5 years stumbling and 100 bad ideas, Bert and I finally had one good one in 1994. We designed our first Life is Good t-shirt, and we printed up 48 shirts for a local street fair in Cambridge, Mass. We put out those shirts among our others on our old card table, and the fair started at 11 o'clock, and the next thing you know, immediately, people from all walks of life were walking up. Harley-Davidson guy, school teacher, skateboarder. They were all buying this one shirt. We were absolutely stunned. And the coolest part, by the way, 48 shirts sold out by noontime. The coolest part was all these different kinds of people with a common thread. One thing in common, they all wanted to focus on something positive. Now, pretty soon, a week or two later, we found our way into selling Life is Good shirts into a retail shop. Very exciting. Another week goes by, we get a call from the retailer. I pick up the phone. She said, I want to place a reorder. I said, what's a reorder? She laughed, and then she realized I was serious. She explained, and I looked at Bert, and I was like, Bert, it's an order for the same thing that she ordered. And Bert was like, cool. It's not about being brilliant. It's about being open and positive and willing to try. When you try, you either succeed or you learn. You win either way. And what better place to try something right now than this strange world that's being reshaped every day? Take a shot, then take another. I'm going to take a shot right now at a new fight song for this class. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bert, give me some drums. Go, go, go! 2020. Grit? You got plenty. More lyrics? Not any. Go, go, go! 2020. Go, go! 2020. Woo! Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, please. Please sit. Thank you. Yeah, that just happened. So Bert and I kept making mistakes like that song, and yet the power of the message carried us forward. We started getting letters and emails from customers. Some of them were just simply celebrating simple pleasures, like hiking and road trips and barbecues. Other ones, unexpectedly, were from people going through great adversity. They'd say things like, your hat helped me stay positive during chemotherapy. This young girl, Lindsay, she started showing up in local media, and she had been diagnosed with terminal bone cancer. And yet, every time we saw her in a paper, on the TV, she had this incredible attitude. We remember this one interview where the woman asked about her Life is Good hat, and she said, before I got sick, I used to take a lot of things for granted, but now I just want to make every day count. She's 10 years old. Other letters said things like, our whole family wore Life is Good to the funeral service of our brother because that's the spirit with which he lived. We were so moved by these letters, but we didn't know what to do with them until finally we realized we should share them. So we'd put them on our website, just a few of them. And the next thing you know, we had hundreds of stories coming in. It seemed that these stories helped other people that were struggling to feel less alone. Now this is a more recent picture of Lindsay. I am so happy to share that she was able to beat her cancer. She's now in her 30s, thriving, enjoying life, living over in London. And Lindsay's, her courage as a young kid, and all these letters from people somehow finding a way to focus on the positive, even during great hardship, those are the people that helped us find our deeper purpose. They showed us that optimism is a courageous choice that we can all make every day, especially in the face of adversity. These same brave folks are the ones who inspired us to grow our Kids Foundation. They led the growth of our community to over 3 million people. And they also gave us this incredible gift of this powerful phrase, get to. Thanks to their well-earned perspective, they showed us that a lot of the things we think of that we have to do are actually things we get to do. Do we have to keep taking online classes or Zoom calls for work? Or do we get to keep learning and working thanks to dedicated teachers and the right technology? Do we have to spend more time at home or with family? Or do we get to spend more time safe at home, creating new ways to connect and grow thanks to those essential workers that Bert mentioned? It's very easy for us and common and natural for us to feel overwhelmed, overburdened sometimes. It's really nice to have a tool like Get To take us from that place of burden back to a rock-solid foundation of gratitude. Now, so many of your posts indicate that you already understand the spirit of Get To. Many of you mentioned gaining extra moments with loved ones recently, meals, walks, games, daily virtual Zumba classes with your grandma. Thank you, Sasha. We love that one. Other people talk about discovering new passions like running and cooking and yoga, or finally having that time to self-reflect on what's most important. Usually not really a lot of time in someone your age's life to think about that kind of thing. And so many of you made the point that your class will be more united by this as opposed to divided. This whole thing will actually make you stronger in the long run and more adaptive to real life. All these things are so true. You guys are living history together, and you've already shown your colors, and they are bright. I mean, some of them are bright. You got red and white, blue and gold, green and white. Technically, they're combos, I guess. The point is, what you need most for the long haul, you already have right here. Life is not easy. Life is not perfect. But if you take a page from Lindsay or so many of your classmates and you choose to focus not on obstacles, but instead on a wide world of opportunity, then life is good. Hold on to your optimism, grads. Congratulations, class of 2020. That optimism will take you anywhere. Congrats to the families, too. Go Minutemen! Go Wildcats! Go, go! Lions, Tigers, and Bears! Take it slow, banana slugs. Tonight, we are one.
Johnny Jacobs, thank you very much. Wow, I hope he inspired you. He inspired me. I'm going to change my evil ways. I'm going to get my values back. That's a promise to the class of 2020. Thank you, Johnny. Fantastic. It looks like we have some more messages from family and friends. Danielle C. from Des Moines, Iowa, class of 2020. Doesn't say anything. Thank you, Danielle. We just love having your name. Congrats to Bethel High School, class of 2020. We're going to do great things someday. Stay strong. Nice. From Nicole B. And Novi High School, class of 2020. Go Wildcats. Go Wildcats. We love you, Grace. We are so proud of you. And that is from your mom, Mary. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Our next gift, which is our second gift to you, 2020, comes from our hearts, as they all do. This is InQ, the spoken word poet, and I will start by saying that he is the greatest spoken word poet, certainly in America, maybe on this planet, and you're about to get a treat. InQ was chosen to Oprah Winfrey's Super Soul 100 list of the most influential leaders on planet Earth. He is a National Poetry Slam champion. He is a multi-platinum songwriter. He is the first spoken word poet ever to perform live with Cirque du Soleil. And have you noticed a pattern here? The most important thing is he's a great person, a great human being. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to send this Frisbee all the way to LA, and InQ, I hope you can catch this.
Thank you, Bert and JJ. Appreciate you guys. Hello to everyone out there, wherever you are. My name is NQ. I know that this is your graduating year, and I know that it's not what everyone expected, and that we're all having to get used to this new reality that we're in. But what I'll say is that you never change unless your environment changes. I mean, think about it. If your environment was perfect, you would never change. And so we're all being forced to adapt in this situation, but I am a realistic optimist, and I believe that good things are going to come out of all of this. And hopefully we will connect and tap into a deeper empathy and a deeper compassion. And I wrote this poem. It's called Superpowers with Life is Good, and I'm going to share it with you now. When I think of superheroes, I think of superhuman. I think of Superman, Black Panther, and Wonder Woman. Usually they have a cape or a mask to hide their face. They have X-ray vision and superhuman strength. Some can even breathe in outer space. They fly around a while, but they always come back to keep our cities safe. They're here to save humanity from itself. It's a metaphor for how we look outside ourselves for help. And while the fantasies are fun, I choose to look to me and you. Yeah, we love superheroes, but we have superpowers too. Ooh! It starts with being open to this moment. If you do, then you can own it. Besides, it'll be gone before you know it, so don't blow it. You owe it to this second of eternity to show up, embrace the possibilities, and slow up. Take a breath, look around, see the sights, hear the sounds, feel the ground. Notice how the gravity holds us down. You could be anywhere in the world, and yet you're here. When you embrace it as your own, you can overcome any fear. And real courage is looking into the mirror. It's deciding what you want to do, then making it appear. It's creating out of thin air. You must be doing something right if you got scared. Otherwise, you wouldn't care. It's a process to get here to there. We're on the journey and we're learning. But building muscle means we're going to feel some burning. So don't deny it. Simplify it. Try it. See if it can work for you. Change perspective to get a different view. And don't forget, you got to laugh at the truth. Because sometimes a sense of humor is the only thing that pulls us through. It's medicine if you can let it in. An attitude of gratitude will bubble up from within, so even when the storm clouds block the blue from your sky, you'll remember that the sun is waiting for you on the other side. And having fun is something we must decide. From the lows to the highs, it's all a part of the ride. I can throw my hands up, or I can hold on for dear life. But I'd rather live once than make the same mistake twice. Compassion is my passion. Empathy is my gift. But my growth is incremental as my consciousness shifts. So I create from the abyss, turning my pain into gold. I'm an alchemist, an optimist, and an authentic soul. I believe that life is good, even when it hurts to see. I believe in superpowers, and I believe in you and me. I believe in superheroes. But I don't look for them above, because they exist inside us all. And we save the day with love. We have to save the day with love. Back to you, Bert and JJ.
Oh, my bad. The confusion of live TV. NQ, thank you so much. Amazing, amazing. You are a beautiful person. Congrats to Maggie, who is graduating from University of Maryland from MJA. And thank you from the senior class of Floral Park Memorial. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our third gift. The third gift we give you tonight is the Avett Brothers. And they will bring this gift live from Concord, North Carolina. They are folk stars, they are rock stars, they are beloved Americana storytellers. And once again, they are great friends and great people. They burst on the scene, the American stage of music, in 2009 with the hit song and album, I and Love and You. In 2016, their album, True Sadness, hit the #1 Billboard top album charts. Incredible. And in 2019, as if they were predicting the future, the album Closer Than Together was launched. High Steppin', a song on that album, was the #1 Americana radio chart. #1. Incredible. So without any further ado, I am not going to throw this Frisbee to the Avett Brothers, because the last time we played Frisbee, Scott Avett, you stole our Frisbee, and I have better plans for the class of 20 with this. Ladies and gentlemen, live for you, 2020, the Avett Brothers.
All right, congratulations, class of 2020.
All
We're
right.
so happy to be with you. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. I lied to the doctor. I lied to my lover. I wanna make amends, but where do I start? Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. I can make my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my lover, my friends, my neighbors, all happy. Giving myself whatever they ask. But without this simple truth, it is only emptiness that I cast. Happiness that cannot last. But I'm not here for that. But what does happiness help without this single truth given to myself? I was the coward. I strangled your heart. I wanna make amends, but where do I start? Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place. Tell the truth to yourself, and the rest will fall in place.
All right, we're gonna do another one for y'all, and this one is about perseverance, and it's called "Ain't No Man." All right.
Ain't no man can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man or man that can change the shape my soul is in. There ain't nobody here who can cause me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. Now if you're looking for truth, I'll prove you'll find it there. You gotta serve something, ain't that right? That's right. I know it gets dark, but there's always a light. You don't have to buy in to get into the club. Trade your worries. You gotta show up if you wanna be seen. If it matters to you more, it matters to me. Ain't no man can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man or man that can change and shape my soul's sin. There ain't nobody here who calls me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. And if you're looking for truth, I prove you'll find it there. Got to go somewhere, ain't that true? Not a whole lot of time for me or you. Got a whole lot of reasons to be sad. Let's not pick one. I live in a room at the top of the stairs. Got my windows wide open and nobody cares. I got no choice but to get right up when the sun comes through. Ain't no man can save me. Ain't no man can enslave me. Ain't no man or man that can change the shape my soul is in. There ain't nobody here who calls me pain or raise my fear, 'cause I got only love to share. Now if you're looking for truth, I prove you'll find it there. Now if you're looking for truth, I prove you'll find it there. Now if you're looking for truth, I prove you'll find it. Yeah.
Congratulations. See y'all soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Thank you so much for the privilege to serve up this little extravaganza. I want to finish by saying that to the class of 2020, for the rest of your lives, just like the t-shirt says, you will always virtually be the greatest class of all time. So please, spread good vibes wherever you go and whatever you do, and be good to each other. This one is for you.